Hello there, viewers. Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining this live chat session. Let me welcome Klaus New because he is mostly the first one who comments. He waits for the live chats to begin and then he just joins and writes the first comment. Warm welcome to you, Klaus New. Secondly, Jafar Jamal here. Jafar is a regular participant too. I see him almost on daily basis. Thirdly, Alam is here, my brother. Alam is a member of this channel. Dozens of viewers have become members. Peace and Love joined too. Peace and Love is also a member, watching my views and news for years, in contact with me for years. Warm welcome to you, Peace and Love, and Alam, the two members. Mahdi joined too. Mahdi calls me Sanjay. I don't know why he calls me Sanjay. Is it because he wants to prove that I am from India? I don't know. Or what is the reason? Or he just wants to infuriate me, maybe. But I don't mind. I don't ban him. Once I banned him because he shared some very provocative content against other groups. Then I unblocked him. So you're welcome to call me whatever you want to call me. No problem, Madi. Ugaske says, hi, how are you doing, Sajid? I'm fine. Darn E joined to welcome, Darn warm welcome to you. Two members joined so far. If you want to be a member, please click the link given in description section of this video. Membership is growing, but not as quickly as it should, because once we have a good number of members, we'll start live chats on some website. Freedom Somaliland, General Comsa says, I think we should build some alternative medium of communication, some website. Mohyuddin joined too, because that is the best way to stay connected. We should have Trapzone join to another member, because obviously we are on another platform. We don't own YouTube, and in some cases channels are blocked, not unfairly, I would say, but you never know. So that is why we must have some alternative medium, alternative mode of communication. That is why I want membership to grow, and then we can start chats, videos on a website which will have full control on. But so far membership growth is relatively slow. Now, uh, new stories which I would cover in this live chat. Firstly, Eritrea is on top of the list. Which list? A list compiled by some international organizations. So, in which field Eritrea is on top of the list in entire Africa, in the whole world? Eritrea is on top of this list. What is this list about? Secondly, Al Sisi, Egyptian president, was due to arrive in Mogadishu on Sunday. What happened? So far, we could not confirm Sisi's arrival in Mogadishu. What happened? Thirdly, fighting ongoing in Oromia special zone. Daniel says, to be honest, I like your short videos, not long videos. Daniel, I am reading your comment. I am becoming familiar with you. I am talking to people. Uh, we are having an interactive session in which I am reading your comments, responding to your questions, responding to your comments. I think these interactive long chats should be encouraged as well, because that is how we know each other more. That is how we connect. I think connection matters a lot. Videos, yes, are a good source of sharing information. To the point, I talk in videos, but in these live chats, I think we share a lot. We interact a lot. That is what I like about these live chats. Lastly, Oromia Special Zone of the Amhara region, where there reports are coming from this part of the Amhara region about clashes. Burji Suyama joined. Welcome, Burji. Whenever there are clashes in Oromia Special Zone or on the border of Oromia Special Zone, clashes are always ethnic. Kidane Birhane joined to another member. A warm welcome to you, Kidane Birhane. So, for me, the report of clashes in Oromia Special Zone is alarming. That is why I would say that uh, this report should be taken seriously. Bota Tube joined too, relatively new name for me. Abdi Shakur says, I have recently joined your channel after the MOU. I wanted to ask, do you think it will come to fruition? Will it not? He's talking about MOU, maybe that will it materialize or not? Abdul Aziz says, no clash here for now. Well, I'll share details with you. Well, I think both sides are committed to the MOU. I said that in a video, in an analytical video a few days ago. My analysis that Somaliland is more committed than Ethiopia. Somaliland is seeing a real opportunity for its recognition as a country. Ethiopia committed as well. So the implementation of MOU has been delayed, but it does not mean that MOU has been abandoned. It will be implemented, I think. Yunus Kafala says, I don't like getting conflict news from innocent little girl's voice. Stop that shit, please. This is a mockery of our region. Well, you have every right to be sensitive about your home, about your kids, about your family, but not about a region. Anyone can cover this region. No one owns this region. I have every right to cover any part of the world. Just like you have every right to be here on My Vision News and comment. I don't block anyone from commenting. As regards the videos made by Sarah, she wants to do these videos. Why are you objecting? I mean, she has every right to understand what is happening in Ethiopia and share her understanding with you. She is very passionate about these videos. Why do you want to discourage her? I mean, you should talk about the content. She should improve. That is what you should say. If kids are learning about international politics, regional politics, nothing wrong with that. Kids should not be brainwashed. This is the main problem, that some people brainwash their kids. From their childhood, the children are brainwashed and they become biased in support of or against a particular religion, a particular ethnic group, particular country. That should not happen. Nothing wrong with studying politics. Let her do her job. She's very passionate about it. Make corrections if she's making mistakes. And I think she'll learn. Maybe others will follow. You'll see. She's not a 7-year old, by the way. People say she's a kid. Can help you build a website if you like to. Daniel says. Daniel, I know a little bit about building a website. Problem is not that I don't know how to build a website. I can do that. Problem is that we should get good membership first. Then we can take this viewership to the website. But thank you. Do stay in touch with me. And maybe we can jointly work on the establishment of this website, on the creation of the website. Yamasgan joined too. Welcome, Yamasgan. Barak Moss joined after some time. You look strong, Sajid. Good to see it. Thank you, Barak. Now, let me start, viewers. Eritrea, where the Ofla is not, where the Alpha or Ofla, where is not here, Mooni Mooni not here too. Avit Tedros, in what way is Eritrea on top? Sir, start, please. Someone is asking about a conspiracy theory that Pim Abiy is working for Western agenda, like accepting homosexuality. Well, don't believe these conspiracy theories. All day, social media activists, some news outlets float conspiracy theories. They don't make corrections, they don't apologize for their reporting. PMRB, TPLF, FANO, OLA, all are targeted. But let's not focus on conspiracy theories. Abiy, I don't think, is trying to protect Western interests, but Abiy would like to prolong his rule. And that could be a matter of concern for Democrats in Ethiopia. Abiy is not truly democratic, though he shows himself as a democratic leader, as a true Democrat, but internally, he does not tolerate any criticism. He has narrowed the space for political opposition in Ethiopia. When all means of political struggle are blocked, it leads to armed resistance movements. And that is what is happening in Ethiopia. He's trying to crush armed resistance movements. He crushed a peaceful political movement of chaos, Oromia regions movement. So I hope that he does not try to prolong his rule in an undemocratic manner. That is what could be concerning for me. I wouldn't call him a Western puppet. Now, let me start with people want to hear about how Eritrea is on top of the list. Well, uh, UNICEF and some other UN organs have compiled a list of the countries where public defecation is practiced, where people defecate in public, in fields, in forests, in bushes, etc. How much of a country's population is defecating in fields, in open areas? A list has been compiled. Eritrea is on top of this list, according to UNICEF, according to some other UN organizations. 67% of Eritreans practice public defecation. And this is the highest percentage in any country of the world of people who are practicing public defecation. It shows that the and this is the list I was talking about. That Eritrea is on top of this list. So this is what Isaias Afwerki's government has done for Eritreans in the last 3 decades. Since 1991, the man has been in power. And 67% of Eritreans have no access to washrooms. They practice public defecation. Some people might find it amusing, but it's very unfortunate, viewers. Why are Eritreans suffering? They cannot speak. They have no rights to protest, no rights to speak freely, no rights to worship in some cases, no right to peaceful assembly, to no independent media. Just one television channel, state owned, one newspaper, one radio station, all state owned. Internet penetration very limited in Eritrea. And studies, education, and military training are linked. Students cannot go to college if they don't go to the military training centers. And national service indefinite. Students must serve in national service indefinite. So this is what is happening in Eritrea. While people say that Sajid, you unfairly criticize Isaias Afwerki. When I criticize him, I talk about the plight of Eritreans. A man in power for 3 decades should be held accountable. He should be answerable to his people. People don't have any right to ask questions. He's not accountable. This is my point. That is why I criticize Eritrean government, Eritrean president, people in prisons for 2 decades. Uh, And what was their crime? They demanded democratic reforms in the country. But they were silenced, they were put in prisons, and some died in prisons. Uh, so while Isas Afwerki is talking about the need for new world order, as if he is the one who is going to lead the world towards the new world order, 67% of his countrymen are practicing public defecation. Isn't it shameful for the government, which is responsible for ensuring that people have access to basic services? Yarid Wold says, tell us about injustice done in Pakistan. I never defend any injustice. I told you about Pakistani election before the election. I said, no election, sham election. It's waste of time. Military in power. People's mandate is going to be stolen. It has been happening for years. And that is what happened. I don't blindly defend my country. If you blindly defend your country, if you blindly defend what is happening in your country, it means you're not speaking the truth. Be uh, we should speak the truth, no matter truth is bitter or sweet, whether it is about our country, about our family, about our ethnic group. It shouldn't be a concern for us. We should tell the truth. Pakistani election was waste of time. Billions of rupees wasted. People's mandates stolen. It won't bring peace, stability. I said I won't cast vote. I did not cast any vote. I knew that nothing was going to change, and now you're seeing. And I don't follow Pakistani politics, by the way. Still, I know what happens here. So I am not very optimistic about the future of the country. Rebzone says, be careful, Sajid, or I may have to contact my ISI contacts. Feel you're free to contact them, by the way. Tai says, why are you guys mixing up Pakistan with Ethiopia? Actually, people want to prove as if I am doing something wrong by covering Ethiopia, as if I should cover Pakistan first because there are problems in Pakistan and I am hiding what is happening in Pakistan. Why would I hide what is happening in Pakistan? My viewership is not from Pakistan. I was never interested in covering Pakistan. I was interested in covering international politics. My field of work is international politics. That is why I'm covering the Horn of Africa. But if any of you is interested in covering Pakistan, I would be the first one to follow you. If you create a YouTube channel or some other website, social media page, do send me a link. I would be the first one to welcome you and be your follower. Eritrean Pearl of Red Sea, Sajid, the report shows Pakistan on top list. Which report? The report about public defecation, which I mentioned, shows Eritrea on top of the list. Ajay Yaimer says, man, don't spare your time to the haters. Stay strong and do what you think is right. Well, I don't worry about haters, but I don't call them haters because sometimes they're mistaken, they're misled. And when I clarify, I think they realize that they were misled. And I think then they become friends. So I should clarify. That is what my job is. I don't call them haters. I never call them haters. Sarah is very sensitive, by the way, about criticism. And she talks to me. She says, Baba, these people are criticizing me, criticizing you. Why do you show so much patience? You should respond. And I always say that, Sarah, those people who used to write very strong and sometimes even hateful comments are very close to me now. They are my close friends now because maybe they were misled, they were mistaken, and now they have realized. Our job is to clarify, to tell the people what our position is. We shouldn't call anyone a hater. So perhaps this is not the right word. Uh, Atnatio says, what is the positive thing uh, you can think that Isaias done to his country or to the region? Well, I think I never hesitate from appreciating Isaias' work. If you remember, when the Prime Minister of Ethiopia gave a 45-minute long speech 2 months ago trying to prove that Ethiopia had natural rights to an access to the sea. After that, Isaias Afwerki very effectively isolated Ethiopia. If you remember, I appreciated Isaias Afwerki's diplomatic skills. I said that Isaias knew regional politics in and out, and he very successfully isolated Ethiopia. So I give the credit where it's due. But when it comes to the plight of Eritrean people, who is the culprit? The president. He is the man who takes credit for keeping his country peaceful. But when it comes to development, when it comes to provision of basic services to the people of Eritrea, this government has nothing to show, and no one can hold the government accountable. Isaias Afwerki, I think, build a nation along security lines, if this is the right term. I mean, he was a guerrilla, a fighter, and that is how he ruled the country. Eritrea was facing a bigger rival, much bigger than Eritrea, Ethiopia. Eritrea was not in a position to raise a big military. So it decided to train all its youths. And Isaias Afwerki managed to keep conflicts away from Eritrean borders. Yes, we acknowledge that. Though he intervened in other countries. Other countries tried to intervene in Eritrea as well, but he kept conflicts away from Eritrean borders. Yes, he succeeded, but at what cost? At which cost? At the cost of no development, at the cost of brain drain from Eritrea, at the cost of no progress in Eritrea. Someone is saying Eritrea was on war footing for 2 decades, so that is why there was no progress. How long will Eritrea remain on this war footing? When will it end, by the way? Isaias Afwerki always used TPLF as an excuse for no development in Eritrea. Now there is no TPLF. TPLF is fighting for survival. What has Asafaki done after Pretoria deal? Nothing. 1.5 years, almost more than a year has passed since Pretoria. Did you see any direction set by Sasavaki which will lead the country to progress and development? I know Eritreans want to invest in Eritrea. Eritreans living in Europe, in America, wealthy people, rich people, they want to invest. They can invest. But even for those Eritreans, Eritrean government is not opening up the economy. Why? Because the government will lose its control on economy. So, do you see any ray of hope for Eritreans that maybe someday there'll be a better Eritrea economically in terms of development? Yini Musica joined too. He says, Monet Media joined to welcome the two members. Yini says, now there is PP claiming Assam. Yeah, what Abi said was definitely a claim, as if Abi wanted to regain access to Assam. But I still believe that Abi's desire about gaining access to Assam should be taken as a business opportunity by Eritrea. Eritrea should hold discussion with Ethiopia, public discussion. Eritrea should welcome Ethiopia to Assam, but with some conditions, with some terms and conditions, under some terms and conditions. Outright rejection by Eritrea of dialogue with Ethiopia isn't good for the two countries. I always say that Ethiopia is a gold mine for neighboring countries. Ethiopia ready to pay billions of millions of birds on monthly basis to a neighboring country to use its ports. Why aren't neighboring countries digging this gold mine? Somalia, one nation said, do you think UAE will withdraw from Somalia? Well, yesterday's incident was alarming. Obviously, it will have an impact on UAE Somalia relations. Al Shabaab has claimed responsibility for this attack. So far, 4 Emirati officers' deaths have been confirmed. One is a colonel, three are captains, I think. UAE will definitely now rethink its presence in Somalia, but this military presence in Somalia has been limited. Only trainers are here. UAE's trainers are in Somalia. They've been here for years. But now, obviously, UAE will rethink its military presence in Somalia because Somalia's government, opposition parties, Al Shabaab, all are portraying UAE now as anti Somali, as pro Ethiopia. So it will be difficult for UAE officials, UAE military officials to work in Somalia. Yemaskan says, how come you don't talk about Ago Avi Fanos and Kimat Fanos in making soon? I'll talk about it once I know that in Ago Avi zone, these Kimat and Ago Fanos are operating. Yemaskan, you stay in touch with me. If you have details, do share details. In which zone of Ago Avi zone? In which town of Ago Avi zone these Agos and Kemets are supporting Fano fighters? UAE lost its Qasim Soleimani. I think Qasim Soleimani was from Iran, general of Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps, and so you're saying that the man who died in Somalia was Qasim Soleimani of UAE. I think the main man, Colonel Mubarak, is not dead. He's the main man, by the way. Another colonel has been killed. Colonel Mubarak is alive. Several social media activists, journalists shared wrong information yesterday. They said Colonel Mubarak had been killed in this incident. I think he's alive. He's the main man, by the way. Now, a second news story from Somalia. Egyptian president was due to visit Mogadishu on Sunday. So, what happened? Sisi's visit to Mogadishu has been postponed reportedly. It was due to attack on UAE's military officers at General Gordon military base in Mogadishu. So it wasn't the ideal time for Abdul Fattah al-Sisi to visit Mogadishu. Hassan Sheikh was busy too. Hassan Sheikh visited the hospital where UAE military officers were being treated. Uh, and Hassan Sheikh government issued some statements. Hassan Sheikh himself offered condolences to the families of Emirati officers shot dead in Somalia. Perhaps it wasn't the right time for Sisi to visit Mogadishu. That is why Sisi's visit has been postponed, but not indefinitely. Sisi will visit Somalia in coming days, reportedly. Did you hear any statements from UAE in regard to the attack? Yes, I think UAE Defense Ministry confirmed the deaths of four of their officers. They confirmed three deaths yesterday and they confirmed fourth death today. They did not blame Somalia's government. A diplomatic statement from the UAE, but overall, I believe UAE will reconsider its presence in Somalia now, keeping in view the heightened tensions uh, which were caused by the narrative, the rhetoric launched by Somalia's government, Al Shabaab, opposition parties that UAE was supporting Ethiopia in the MOU signed with Somaliland. Dr. Admaso YouTube, how are you doing? What day is your surgery? I hope you feel better. Good luck. My surgery on Tuesday. So tomorrow is going to be last live chat session. Then my surgery on Tuesday. I'll be back once I recover. I'm ready for the surgery. Laparoscopic surgery. I hope it won't be uh, anything of concern for me. Hopefully, I'll recover very soon. But on Tuesday, I'll undergo the surgery. Lastly, viewers, Oromia special zone of the Amhara region, where we have seen clashes. Thank you, Sigai Hele. Thank you, Eritrean Pearl of Red Sea. Thank you, all those who are saying they'll pray for me. Thank you. Whenever there is conflict in Oromia special zone, close to Oromia special zone, thank you, Fahmi. The conflict takes an ethnic turn because local Oromo farmers are armed here. Pano groups in North Shore are armed as well. And very quickly, a conflict turns into ethnic clash. Oromo, Amhara fighting starts. Just a few minutes ago, I received a report from Artoma Farsi. Artoma Farsi is a Voreda in Oromia special zone of the Amhara region, where I confirmed that fighting is ongoing between local Oromos and some Fano fighters. Let's hope that this fighting is controlled. Otherwise, whenever there is conflict in Oromia special zone, it turns very deadly and dozens of people die on both sides. Let's hope. And let's hope that the government, especially Ethiopian military, intervenes very quickly to diffuse the situation in Artuma Farsi, close to Kemise. Thank you, Maksad. Wake up says, hi, Sajid. Wake up, you woke up a little late. Sajid is going to leave. Yeah, Lem Tesfa says, when the sedation is wearing off after your surgery, you're going to be doing live chat with your doctors in Amharic. Yes, it could happen. Thank you, viewers, for joining this live chat. I think we should end this live chat for 42 minutes. I've been speaking, responding to your comments and questions. Always good to be with you. Ibsa, thank you. What's happening in Sudan these days? I'll speak on Sudan tomorrow. Vadi Afla joined when we're going to end this live chat. Vadi, welcome. People have been missing you. People miss Vadi and Mooni Mooni. Mooni Mooni is away, not part of today's live chat. Vadi joined too. Fame says, we'll teach you Oromo to Afan Oromo. I'm open to learn all languages, but difficult to learn one language, by the way. Even learning one language takes years, by the way. Thank you, viewers. Let's end this live chat. See you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Till tomorrow, bye bye. Stay blessed. Take care.